Kelly's? Yeah, he's here. Hold it. No, hold it. Scotty, will you handle this?
Hello.
Gee, pal, long time no hear.
Oh, hello, Lucy.
Where the hell have you been? I have been calling all over for you. I called your apartment. I called your office. I even started calling sleazy Las Vegas lounges thinking you took off again.
Lucy.
Look, I am very worried about you. I am down here stuck, taking care of Aunt Charlene. And what are you doing? You're sitting there eating scrambled eggs and leaving me to twist in the wind?
Lucy, will you just calm down?
All right, fine. I'm very calm. I just want to know what the hell is going on with Catherine.
Well, that's all settled.
Really?
Yeah, there's no more problems.
Oh. Oh, well, fine then. I guess I will be gracious enough not to ask you why you didn't bother to call me. So tell me what happened.
Well, you know, these things just have a way of working themselves out. She's no longer in danger.
Good. Well, that's great. So that means that Catherine went back home, right?
Oh, thank you. You know, I'm sure you put in your share of hours here, but that's enough. Okay. But it must be great owning your own hotel. I mean, having room service every day, turning down your bed at night, putting milk chocolates on your pillow.
I know. I love it. Can I have some
Oh,
cream?
sure.
Thank you. You know the best part?
What?
These little muffins. Try one.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, heaven.
Oh.
I bet Dominique ate her share of these. Oh, it's
Oh,
great.
we both did. She'd come over here for breakfast. We would swear each other to secrecy. 20 minutes. These little puppies were history.
Well, I'll have to make sure that I have some shipped back to me in New York.
Oh, I have a better idea.
What's that?
Well, I don't mean to pry, but you don't seem to have any real need to rush back to Manhattan. Why don't you stay in Port Charles?
Okay, one more time. My parents are not going to come after me because I don't have any parents. I am not a runaway. I am a grown woman. I am a mother. I am a private investigator.
I know, working on a case. So how about some ID?
Now, would I have ID if I were working out on the street? Why don't you just let me use the phone?
I did already.
I got an answering machine. Oh, please. Why don't you call Commissioner Donnelly? He will vouch for me. He happens to be a very, very dear friend of mine.
Okay. And if the line is busy, who else should I call? The Pope? Hillary Clinton?
Lucy, wait a minute.
Thank you, Ruby. Beautiful.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Best coffee in Port Charles.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, glad you could make it.
Where else would I be after I got your message? Now, Felicia's been arrested?
Last night for shoplifting.
Shoplifting?
Well, evidently, Felicia, as a teenager, bears an amazing resemblance to the actual thief.
Well, let's back up here a minute. Now, Felicia has been arrested. You're sitting here in Kelly's... Did I miss something?
It's poetic justice, Sean. Look, Felicia took on a situation that she just doesn't have the experience for. And what happens? She lands in the pokey. Well, juvie, which is even funnier. Can you imagine how furious she's going to be?
Yeah, I can.
Sean, come on, you don't see the humor in this?
Oh, yeah, I think this is hilarious. I think it's a real knee slapper, but I think you're going to be laughing out the other side of your mouth if Felicia ever finds out that you let her cool her heels there on purpose.
The way I see it, Sean, I was just doing what she asked me, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she asked me, no, she told me, in no uncertain terms, not to get involved in her case. I'm just doing what she asked.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want some coffee?
No, I don't want any coffee. You have this rather cavalier attitude about all this.
Thank you.
But then again, you're the same guy who dressed up as the bum last night just to keep an eye on her, right?
Well, I had to make sure she didn't get into any real trouble.
Right. Well, I think you better get over there.
Wait, sit down, relax. I'd like to finish my coffee.
You'd order a 6-course meal in there. Come on.
Well, don't tempt me. It's not too late to turn back.
What is it with you? I mean, Felicia is going to be so teed off of you, she'll probably never talk to you again.
That might be worth it. I mean, have you ever seen the look on Felicia's face when she really gets angry, Sean? It's like a surge of electricity goes through her body.
Really?
I live for moments like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid you may not live through that surge of electricity. Let's go.
You'll have to pardon the pun, Scott, but I don't really like this pregnant pause.
Listen, speaking about pregnant here, how's the baby?
Oh, no. You are not going to change the subject on me. Has Catherine gone back to New York, or hasn't she?
Well, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
Well, just what I said. She's still here.
Oh, boy, that woman has a lot of nerve.
Now, come on. Now, don't get yourself all upset.
How can I not get upset? What do you think I'm going through here? You have this woman camping out in your apartment.
Now, wait a minute. She's not camped out at my apartment.
I can't believe it. What are people going to think?
What people?
All people, all the people, all over town, all
Well,
the people.
since when does public opinion ever matter to you?
You know, Scott, we aren't talking about me. We are talking about you, and you're the one that is usually so timid about causing a scandal.
Catherine is not staying in my apartment. She has taken a room at the Port Charles
Oh, she's taken a room. Well, approximately how long does she plan to stay in this taken room?
Well, what difference does that make?
Don't you think that if this whole thing was taken care of, she probably could get the hell out of town and go away? Why hasn't she gone away? By the way, I also want to know what happened. Tell me what happened.
I told you. I took care of it.
Money. Those guys wanted money. Don't tell me you paid those creeps the money, Scott. Oh, God, don't tell me you did that.
Lucy, listen, I wish I could just chatter away with you here, but there's a bunch of people here lining up to use the phone, so I'm going to have to go, all right? Now, don't worry so much, because it's not good for the baby.
Fine, then we'll talk about it when I get home.
When are you coming back?
This afternoon,
This afternoon? What?
if I could.
What do you mean if you could? I mean, Charlene's not feeling any better.
No, not so you'd notice. Maybe small increments, just a little, perhaps.
Well, look at it this way, okay? Taking care of somebody, it's good. It builds character.
Scott Baldwin, it is not my character that you should be concerned about at the moment.
Wait. Listen, I'm getting off. How would you like a fat lip there, pal? I gotta go, all right? I got some trouble over here. Goodbye. I'll talk to you later.
You know, you're right. There really isn't much waiting for me back in Manhattan.
So why don't you stay? But be careful if you stay long enough. You might just like it.
I can't. Look, I have caused Scott so much trouble. I'm sure he can't wait to see the last of me.
Oh, now that's not true. Scotty knows that you didn't ask for that trouble. And he helped you because he wanted to.
I know. But I've, started considering Scott a friend, and, well, I wouldn't want to take advantage of it.
Now, how would your staying longer be taking advantage of Scott? I think he'd love it.
But I'm not so sure about that.
Why? What is it?
I just feel that every time he looks at me that I remind him of Dominique.
That's true. You remind me of her, too. But that's not a bad thing.
As long as it doesn't hurt, and I think it has to.
Listen, when Dominique died, Scotty was just lost. I mean, we didn't know if he was ever going to get it back. And I was worried. Lucy was worried. Even his parents. But when he met you, you drew him back into life. Not just because he can talk about his memories with Dominique, with you, but because of you, the person you are. And I think it's been good for you, too, hasn't it?
Yeah. Believe me, when Charles died, I felt the same way Scott did. Like all the light had been taken out of my world. It was so hard just to get up in the morning knowing he wasn't going to be there. But it has helped knowing Scott and knowing you. I mean, it's helped a little.
See, times like this, friends need each other.
Yes, we do. You know,
Having you in our lives has been a blessing, not some kind of mirror that reflects our pain back on us. So don't think like that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, please, for both of us, think about staying.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. I don't know when I've been happier to see somebody.
Oh.
This has been awful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I tried to get them to call you, but they didn't believe that I knew you.
Well, they do now. Although I had to tell them I was your father, and I have to ground you for 6 months. Don't get anything. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Very funny. And what took you so long?
I worked late at the Outback.
Oh? Didn't you get my message that I left you on the telephone answering machine?
I was so tired when I got home I forgot to check.
Really? You didn't get the message that I left you? You normally do that kind of thing because you have this compulsive thing going.
Princess, let's find out what else I have
Wait a
to
minute,
sign.
you were upset with me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were, because I wouldn't let you in on the case. Then when you got the message, then you talked to him.
No, whoa. I didn't know anything about this till this morning.
Okay, then, getting back to you. You know, you were rotten.
What did I do?
I could just hear you. I'm going to teach her a lesson that she is never going to forget.
Oh, come on, Felicia. Now, would I do that to you?
She is so inexperienced with this police investigation stuff. You were really happy that I was left here, aren't you?
Well, it wasn't all night, was it? It was about 9, 10 hours, maybe,
How do you know?
tops.
Wait a minute. You were there, weren't you? You were there hiding. You were following me the whole time. And then when I was arrested, I bet you just sit there and just laugh and laugh and laughed.
I just did it to make you happy.
Happy that I would be here all night long?
By doing what you wanted, Felicia, you didn't want me to get involved. Now, that's what you said, isn't it?
Meeting us here, and then we're going to the zoo.
And then there's a bicycle game tonight.
Well, that sounds like a pretty exciting day. You'd better start with a big breakfast. Coffee for you?
Definitely.
So I guess you're kind of short-handed without Jagger, huh?
Well, now, how did you know that?
He told me I had to go out of town for a fight. Hope he wins.
Oh, me too.
Isn't Karen here today?
No, she's at the hospital.
So you're really, really short-handed.
You better believe it.
Well, maybe I could help you out, on the grill. Jagger showed me how to cook eggs, and I could bust tables, too.
Well, that's too good an offer to turn down. I tell you what, you go put on an apron, and I'll be in there a couple of seconds, and we'll make breakfast together.
All right, is that okay, Aunt Jenny?
Are you kidding? I love a man in the kitchen. You can't start him young enough as far as I'm concerned. Go for it, Sly.
All right.
Well, how's Bill?
Yeah, good question. Haven't heard from him. But it's only been a few days, and in Bill time, that's nothing.
You know, I don't really care about Bill time. A few days is a lot of time on boy's time. Do you suppose maybe he might remember he has a son and drop him a note, or perhaps even call him?
I'm hoping, Ruby. I'm hoping.
Hope so, too.
Hi, Jenny.
Ned.
Why you look so surprised to see me?
Kelly's isn't one of your usual hangouts.
Yeah, well, I used to come here all the time, but, well, a funny thing happened to me the last time I was here. I got slapped. Actually, I was nearby in between meetings, and I thought I'd get a cup of coffee to kind of wake me up. Graphs and charts.
Oh, always make you sleepy.
You know, that's what I like to see. A 10-year-old boy with a full-time job.
I think he's just helping Ruby out for a few minutes.
Oh, really? You got Sly for the day?
More than the day, actually. Bill's done another one of his disappearing acts.
Oh? Well, I guess that must be putting a real crimp in Paul's style.
Paul and I really enjoy having Sly around. It hasn't been a problem.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have said that. It just, you know, just kind of slipped out.
Right, we just couldn't resist.
Hey, I'm trying. That counts for something, right?
As long as you succeed every now and then, yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Oh, I talked to my grandmother.
Has she heard anything from Tracy?
No. No. I'm sorry.
I didn't really think she had anyway.
But you were hoping. I can see that.
Lord Ashton Jr., the cantankerous quartermain.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Renaissance man himself. We were just talking about you, actually.
I'm thrilled. Now, is he bothering you, Jen?
No.
Listen, I'll let you know if I find out anything.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No problem. Excuse me.
Hi.
Hi, what was that all about?
Well, he had just asked Lila if she'd heard anything from Tracy. Nothing.
Hey. Are you the guy I see about having some breakfast around here?
Yeah, you're my first customer, so what'll it be?
Coffee. Black.
All right, I'll get it in a second.
Okay.
All right, Paul.
Whoa! What is
Ready for this?
I don't know.
I made you breakfast.
Is it safe? I mean, is it edible?
Of course it's
Can you
safe.
read
We'll
it?
even try it for you.
Let me see this. Food taster.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Wait, okay, I'll take that. Now, I
Why not?
believe you. Oh, I believe you. No, no, I
Come on,
don't
try
think...
some. It's really good.
Oh, I think I will. Let me taste.
I want the toast.
Okay, I'll have the eggs.
Thanks.
Fine.
Thanks, Mike. It looks good.
You did this? You did it? We gotta put you to work at my kitchen more often.
I'd love to go to the Botanical Gardens. I hear they're really beautiful. I love flowers. Something wrong?
No, it's just that Dominique really loved flowers.
I know she did. In fact, the first time we ever saw gardenias together was at this flower show. Oh, the smell was so incredible, so lush. We couldn't get over the smell for days. And, you know, by the time Dominique left Serenity, there were rows and rows of gardenia trees. I mean, you could smell the beauty of Serenity a mile away.
So that's where her first love of the gardenias came from. I didn't know that. Did you?
No, I didn't.
You know what I want to do? I want to take you to her favorite lunch spot. What do you say?
I'd like that. Just give me a minute.
Oh, okay. Listen, I talked to Lucy today. You got to do me a favor.
Sure. What?
Well, if she knew that I paid the $250,000 debt off of Catherine, she would, hit the ceiling.
So you want me not to tell her?
No flies on you today.
Well, I mean, it's one thing if, I don't volunteer that information, but Scott, I mean, what if she asks me point blank?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to lie to her.
Well, we'll see.
All right, I'm all set.
Oh, okay.
All right, have fun. Thank you. Listen, work on her a little bit, won't you?
Oh,
See if you can get her to stay here for a while.
Okay, remember.
Bye-bye.
It's a little lie now and again.
Yeah. Boy, I do a lot for you. here. And all these beautiful flowers.
You like it here, huh?
I told you we were here before. I like it.
I have a lot of memories attached to this place.
Tell me one.
Really?
Sure. It helps me, too, Scott, to hear about Dominique's life here with you.
Okay. You know, who Gary Morris is?
Sure, I love him.
Well, so did Dominique. And, we heard that he was going to be doing a concert here in the spring, and she really wanted to go, but she also knew that she wasn't going to make it that long. Anyway, I got a hold of him and asked him if he would come here and do a private concert for her here.
Right here?
Yeah.
What
Right
an
here.
incredible gift. She must have been blown away.
Yeah, she really loved it. It almost seems like it was just yesterday that she was just sitting there. She was listening to the music. And, you know, he did this one song for her, you know, this special song for her. And she was so happy that night, and she looked so damn pretty. I planted these flowers for her. Oh.
Scott. It's okay. You know, that's the beautiful thing about a flower garden. It's a cycle. They bloom and some die. But some bloom again. And it's really beautiful here, and I bet Dominique loved it.
I haven't been to this place for such a long time.
How can you stay away from a place that has such happy memories?
They're all not happy memories. This is the place that Dominique died.
All right, Felicia, honey. Garcia will be right up with the paperwork.
And you'll be able to be right back out there with all the other kids.
You really think you're amusing, don't you? But I'm never going to forgive you for this.
Mac, that's the electricity, the anger that you love, huh?
Sean, do you mind? I mean, you're supposed to be on my side.
I'm neutral.
Oh. Look, Felicia, I did it for your own good.
Being left in juvenile hall all night made me realize something. That you can be a real...
Watch what you talk like, you know? I mean, teenagers shouldn't talk like that. Now, you don't want to lose your MTV privileges, do you?
Oh, you're impossible.
You didn't want to get me involved. How many times did you tell me that?
As I remember, I wanted you to be a full partner with me. You can't get much more involved than that.
You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing cross signals. I mean, it sounds so familiar. You want me, you don't want me. How am I supposed to know when you flipped over to the other side?
I can handle it, Mac. You, of all people, should know that.
Would anyone mind if I interject here for a minute?
Please do.
Felicia, honey, I know you got arrested, but I'm sure that wasn't part of your plan.
No, it wasn't. But it gave me more credibility with the runaways. And there is something else.
Oh, what's that?
I think I might be closer to finding Jagger's brother.
You got something?
Only a major league.
Hold on.
Hey,
Oh.
Is it a bad time?
No, come on in.
Okay.
Yeah, get the door. What's the problem?
It's not really a problem. I'm just kind of confused about the preferred guest options. I mean, it seems like there's more than one package in place.
It's confusing. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Are you sure I'm not bothering you?
No, actually, I'm free till lunch.
Great. Listen, I really appreciate all this time you've been taking with me, Julia.
Oh, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, right. You get all my questions, right?
Hey, your questions are intelligent. Can you catch on quick? You're going to go far around here, AJ.
Now, not if Ned has anything to say about it, and unfortunately he does. Look, I'm not making any problems for you two, am I?
No, why would you?
Well, Ned's not exactly on my team, and I know you two are involved.
Ned and I are business partners, and we see each other now and again. I'm not sure that means we're involved.
None of my business. Shouldn't have brought it up.
Oh, I can understand your curiosity. It is, confusing.
Now, why is that? You know, two people getting together should be the easiest thing in the world. It never is.
You're not going to try to figure out relationships and the preferred guest options all in the same day, are you?
I'm getting into some territory that makes you uncomfortable.
No. It's just that I have a hard enough time trying to figure out my own personal relationships. I'm not about to tackle everybody else's. So, what have you figured out, AJ?
Me?
Yeah.
Not much. Except that maybe love isn't something you can really count on.
Ooh, that's pretty cynical for someone as young as you are.
Ah, older than you think, oh wise one. Besides, I've decided that I'm going to take all my energy and try and make a success of myself.
Good. Focusing on a career or on a business, making it work the way you want it to, it's incredibly satisfying.
Well, you should know. Look what you've accomplished.
Thanks. But, well, it just doesn't replace all the other things that you were maybe hoping life had to offer. Anyway, okay. This is how the PG options work.
What kind of lead?
Well, I'm trying to be professional here. After all, since it was Jagger's brother, maybe he should be the first one to know.
Come on, Felicia, give.
But then again, the two of you, you're the professionals. You're the experienced ones. Maybe, you know, you are way ahead of me.
I think we deserve this one.
I think you do, too.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell us or not?
I found somebody who was involved with him.
Who?
Her name was Crystal. She was a girlfriend of his when he first hit the street. She said that he was a real charmer. He was very smooth, and then he got himself involved with something that brought in a lot of cash.
She told you all that?
Yeah, she did.
Well, how did you ever get her to ID him?
With this, and a little finesse.
Not bad. That close of a contact could help.
You know, princesses. Terrific job. Terrific.
Thank you. Now, if you're finished playing all of your games, I'd like to finish up this paperwork, go see my daughter, and then talk to my client for a while about the progress that I've been making on his case.
Her hospital room was up there. And, you know, I wanted her to see the flowers that I'd planted, so I carried her over to the window. But her eyesight was starting to go. So I just carried her right down through the hospital and right out here, and got out here. It was snowing, and she loved the snow. You know, she was trying to eat the flakes as they were falling down, and anyway, I put her down here and sat here, and then we talked about, you know, Lucy and the baby and stuff like that. She wanted me to go on loving.
Just promise me you'll never stop loving.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm never, ever gonna stop loving you, ever, ever.
But I don't want you to lock yourself away. I want you to know love again. I want you to feel love. To be loved.
Then she just started to, like, slip away. And I held her really, really tight, and I told her how much I loved her, and that I wasn't ready to let her go. Then she put her hand up on my face. Just like she was, like, memorizing my face. And she just said, I love you. Always. What?
I love you. Always.
And then she just slipped away.
God, do you realize how lucky you both were?
I mean, you had this incredible love. Most people spend their whole time wanting that. Slaying dragons for that, but you had it. You had it right in your hand to hold on to.
That's something that Dominique would say. I never told anybody this. You know, what happened that day. I mean, I didn't even tell Lucy.
Oh, you should. Lucy loved her, too. And it's a beautiful memory. You know, I bet for Dominique to be here in the arms of somebody that she loved so much gave her great peace.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do. I mean, she felt so much from you and for you. I mean, that's what life's about, isn't it? And even though she had to leave, she had it all because of you.
Thanks. Thanks for listening.
I'm glad I was here.
Hey, Mr. Baldwin.
Hey. Hey. How you doing?
It's been a long while. How about a couple of hot dogs?
Well, how about a little soft shoe first?
You got it. Zippity-bop, zippity-bop, zippity-bop.
Zippity-doo. He's been doing this for years.
Great.
Why don't we have lunch here? I love hot dogs.
You do? You know, I thought that you were a hot dog eater. Okay. All right. A couple of hot dogs.
Coming up.
I bet Dominique liked to have lunch here.
This was one of her favorite spots.
Well, now it's my favorite, too. Thank you.
Well, you know what, though? I want to take you to one of her other favorite spots tonight for dinner. One of her fancier spots.
I'd like that, but,
But what?
well, I left New York in such a hurry, I didn't really bring anything.
Well, you know what? We can solve that because they have this new mall here in Fort Charles.
All right, how about this? After lunch, you go get some work done, and I'll go shopping.
Okay, that's a deal. How are those dogs coming?
Come here, right here.
Here we are. There you go.
Thank you. Yum.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay. Oh, well.
Cheers.
Oh, I gotta pay this guy. Hold on, Pops.
There you go.
Did you leave that red tile house?
Oh, yeah.
They got this new python, and it was lunchtime. We actually saw him feed the snake this great big live
Sly,
juice.
please.
Well,
Not now.
Oh, yeah. It was kind of gross.
yeah, it was, actually.
And Jenny had to leave, but Paul and I, we saw the whole thing.
But that was the best part that Jenny missed, was when the snake actually started to swallow the...
Paul,
Do we really have to talk about this now?
Maybe Ruby wants to hear.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
What was that thing anyway?
Looks like you really got an appetite today.
Like the snake.
I've lost mine.
Okay, wait a second. Look, take these on the burgers, because later at the ball game, we got to save room, right?
And we're going to have nachos at the game.
That's right.
That's hours away. Besides, probably be starving by the time we put this together. Original World War II 62nd Squadron take. What a totally cool model. Wonder if Ruby remembers World War II.
Hey, easy now.
Hey, Ruby, do you remember World War II?
Give me a break.
You ever seen one of these?
He had
love 'em.
so much
I
fun
know.
with you today. He did.
Absolutely love them. Toy tanks, ball games. It's all the same kind of stuff that I was kind of hoping to do with my own son someday, you know?
And you will. Paul Dillon's still a baby. There's plenty of time.
Not if Tracy has her way with it.
Come on, we're gonna find them. We're gonna track them down, and you're gonna get Dillon back somehow.
So, now labor costs are under control, even with the benefits package that we put in place last summer.
Okay, now the main reason for that would be
You tell me.
mechanization of our central operations and a low turnover in our hourly positions.
You got it. Oh, hi, Ned.
Hello. Hello, AJ. Well, 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 isn't this festive? What are we celebrating here? AJ, was it another banner morning in the mailroom?
Look, I just stopped by to ask Julia for some help, that's all.
Really? Well, let me tell you something, AJ. My business partner is a little too busy and, frankly, a little too important to be running management trainee classes.
All right, Ned.
Now, just a moment, please. So, if there's some concept that you can't grasp, talk to your supervisor, all right? Don't break the chain of command by running to Julia. I have enough problems around this place without hearing everyone bellyache about favoritism.
Has somebody complained, Ned?
Not yet, but they will. And isn't it better to see potential danger and cut it off? It's called thinking ahead, AJ.
All right. Just a second.
What, you don't think this could be a problem?
No, I don't. Our employees know AJ's last name, and they know they may be reporting to him someday. Not because he's a quartermain, but because he's smart. And as long as he isn't taken advantage by slacking off or not working to his full capacity...
And how long do you think that'll take? He's screwed up every opportunity he's been handed.
Hey, Ned, don't you talk about me like I'm not here. Now, what is this really about?
I am not willing to watch you throw away another chance, especially at my expense.
All right. AJ, I think you should just get back to work.
Great idea. Go fix a leaky faucet or something.
Just go. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I just hate to see you waste your time, that's all.
I hate to see you being so cruel. What do you think we're running here, a boot camp? What are you trying to use Edward Quartermain as a role model? Is that what this is about?
Oh, get off it, Julia.
No, really, please. Tell me, did he treat you with as much contempt as you just treated AJ?
Don't tell me how to handle AJ. I don't stick my nose into your business with Brenda, do I?
No, and you don't have to, because I know how to have some kindness, some respect for people. But from what I just saw, you don't have a clue.
Do we have to fight right now? I've really had a pretty rough morning.
Oh.
I'd rather not.
Let me guess. You just ran into Jenny, and now the rest of us have to pay for it? Excuse me.
There.
Can I speak with Jagger, please?
No, you can't. He's out of town for a fight.
Oh, shoot.
It's okay. He'll be back later tonight.
Thanks, Ruby.
Okay.
Well, I guess you're just gonna have to wait.
Patience has never been one of my virtues.
Yeah, you're telling me. Come on, let's get a table.
No, I can't.
What are you talking about? I thought we were gonna have dinner. I'm starving.
You go ahead and order something.
What about you?
I'm going to continue to work on the case.
Felicia, you have to eat.
I can't. I'm working on the case. I'm getting closer. I can feel it. You know how it is when you get the momentum going on a case. You can't just stop to feed your face.
Felicia, you have to eat something.
You know what?
What?
You are so cute when I'm right.
You know, Catherine seemed very relaxed today, like she'd made some kind of connection here with the town, you know?
Great. Where'd you take her?
Well, we went to...
hold that thought.
Park.
Hang on. Hello, Julie Barrett.
Julia, hi. Look, I'm glad I caught you. Something is going on with Scott.
With Scott?
Yeah, I talked to him earlier, and I know that Catherine is still in town.
So?
So? Why?
I'm not sure I understand the question you're asking me, Lucy.
Well, look, Julia, I'm not either. It's just... You see, there's something about her I don't trust, and I do not like Scott sticking his neck out for strangers.
I think that's a conversation you'll have to have with him.
And you don't think I haven't tried? Look, I've tried. He just won't even talk about the subject.
Well, can you blame him? And every time her name comes up, you go on the attack. You aren't giving her much of a chance.
I don't really know if I should give her a chance. Look, she breezes into town just to say hi, and what comes up? Trouble. I just don't want trouble for Scott.
Lucy, don't be so quick to judge. Maybe you should get to know her. I have. And I think she's a wonderful person.
Hello? Is anybody here?
You looking for us?
You got the money?
Right here. Just the way Baldwin gave it to us. Hasn't even been opened.
Well, let's open it. Hate to think he cheated us.